This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about this low continuing to push its way off the coastline, taking any of those rain showers with it. So we're tracking drier conditions for your Monday. Not only that, those high temperatures running back up mid to upper 50s. We're tracking even warmer temperatures for the middle of the week. The latest details coming up.
Also coming up this morning, waking up winners. A controversial call in the final drive of the big game, giving one team a huge boost. What is making some football fans upset this morning?
Plus, the man police say shot 13-year-old Karan Blake is set to appear in court this morning. What you can learn from that hearing.
And people in Prince George's County are bringing awareness to gun violence in memory of a murdered teen. The changes they're demanding to see.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Monday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to kick off your Monday with a live look outside this morning. It's a cool start to our day, Jackie, and it's going to get cooler this week.
No, not quite. It's going to be the opposite. It's going to be a warm-up through the middle of the week. We're going to be tracking those high temperatures Wednesday and Thursday. Mid to upper 60s, at least both of those days. Today and tomorrow, though, mid to upper 50s for those high temperatures. But we're kicking off the work week. Temperatures right around 40 degrees for parts of the region. That low continue to push its way off the coastline. And not only that, that's taken much of those rain chances and that cloud cover and pushing that off the coastline, too. So we're going to be tracking the return of that sunshine as we get towards later on this afternoon. Those current temperatures, though, mid to upper 30s for much of the area. But although we're right into the low 30s in Frederick, upper 20s over towards Luray and Woodstock. That's some of the colder spots on the map at this point. But later on today, we'll see those temperatures climbing mid upper 50s to right about 60 later on this afternoon under those mainly sun-filled skies. And looking at towards tomorrow, very similar to the day today with those high temperatures for your Valentine's Day. And then we're looking at a bit of a warm-up as we look at towards Wednesday and Thursday. I'll have more details on that coming up. But Shanika's here with the all-important traffic update. How are those roadways right now?
Well, watch out. We're dealing with a major crash in Montgomery County. This is on 270 heading northbound in Gaithersburg, right near 124. So it looks like we have pretty much all lanes blocked to the right, and you're only squeezing by to the left and maybe using that shoulder to get by. It looks like a pretty serious crash. We have fire and rescue on scene, police on scene. It's not looking good for commuters at this time. Let's flip over to the maps. You are seeing some congestion, just a bit though, but just in that area. As time goes on, if it's not cleared up, you're going to start to see some delays build heading northbound again. This is in Gaithersburg, right near 124.
All right, thank you, Shanika. Here's a look at what you need to know before heading out the door this morning. The Kansas City Chiefs waking up champions. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles 38-35 on a game-winning field goal in the final seconds of the big game.
And added Metro Station enforcement begins today. D.C. police are going to be out at 5 subway locations. Now, the increased police presence follows multiple violent incidents on public transportation over the last month. We're live in the next half hour with details.
The accused killer of Karan Blake is set to appear in court for the second time today. Jason Lewis told police he shot the 13-year-old, but is pleading not guilty to murder charges. We are live in just a few moments with what we can expect today in court.
Plus, Turkish authorities investigating contractors for their alleged responsibility in the construction of buildings that failed to withstand the quakes. The disaster already killed more than 33,000 people. Virginia Task Force 1 is still in Turkey searching for survivors this morning.
And firefighters working to put out a fire at a home on L Street in Northeast. DC Fire and EMS confirmed that many people have been displaced, but we do not know an exact number. We do know one person was taken to the hospital with what we're told are non-life-threatening injuries.
Your time right now is 6:03. Jason Lewis, the man charged with the murder of 13-year-old Karan Blake, is back in court this morning.
That is right. This will be the second time he's in court since he turned himself in nearly 2 weeks ago. Our Lex Forrest is live this morning at the courthouse. So, Lex, what do we expect to see happen in court today?
Well, we can definitely expect to learn more about that January 7th shooting. Now, this will be a preliminary hearing today. It's one of the first times that we're going to get to see evidence against Lewis. And according to court documents, the state has plenty. Now, this includes statements, audio and video recordings, witnesses, and other physical evidence. Since his arrest, we've learned from police that Lewis shot at multiple people on the scene that morning. He said he was afraid for his life and that Blake was running toward him. Lewis is currently being held without bond. Now, he has not offered any plea deals in this case right now, and The last statement that we have from his lawyers is that he is maintaining that he is innocent. He will be in court around 9:30 this morning. Live in Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Butker up, got it! And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57!
And there it is, the Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker, a hero this morning after nailing that game-winning 42-yard field goal to win the big game last night. Now the Chiefs beat the Eagles 38-35 as the time expired. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes won his second MVP after battling an ankle injury in the first half. Now the game came down to that final drive that was extended following a controversial defensive penalty on the Eagles. Mahomes highlighted how the team settling in during the second half helped them with the comeback.
I don't want to say we played tight in the first half, but you didn't see that same joy that we play with. And I wanted guys to just know that everything we worked for is for this moment. You have to enjoy this moment. You can't let the moment overtake you. I thought the guys did that in the second half, and they fought to the very end. And that's all you can ask is guys leave everything they have on the football field.
And the Chiefs have now won 2 of the last 4 big games, giving Coach Andy Reid his second title.
And continue our coverage this morning after 2 new flying objects were found flying over North America skies. Now, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, also known as NORAD, detected one object flying over Alaska Friday night. Then another object was spotted flying near the Great Lakes yesterday. This comes a day after another unidentified flying object was shot down over northern Canada.
In another act of anti-Semitism in Maryland's largest school district, Montgomery County school officials say a flyer promoting anti-Semitism was discovered at Northwood High School this past week. Members of the school board say that flyer was found in the same place where more of the concerning materials were found about a week before. In a letter to parents, the school says they are working closely with Montgomery County Police to find out whoever is responsible. The letter is also giving parents a place to find resources on how to talk to their children about what anti-Semitism is and how to deal with it, saying, quote, "The Northwood community stands united that this hatred does not and will never represent us and never be welcomed." Now, again, this is just the latest in a string of anti-Semitic vandalism in Montgomery County schools. It all started back in December when graffiti was found on an entrance sign to Walt Whitman High School. Then last month, there were reports of anti-Semitic drawings at 3 different schools in Montgomery County: Thomas J. Wooten High School, Silver Creek Middle School, and Tilden Middle School. A 4th incident was reported in January at Magruder High School. Officials say anti-Semitic graffiti was found on a desk. Now a pamphlet at Northwood High School is the latest. Now, a lot of people in the community are concerned and asking why this is continuing to happen and what if it escalates into violence. County Police and Fire and Rescue are holding a seminar to teach local leaders how to minimize the risk and respond in the event of an attack, and that will be held later this week.
Ending gun violence, dozens seen gathering in Prince George's County over the weekend, bringing awareness to the growing issue. Now, the Peace Walk took place 3 months after a 13-year-old was killed. Jace Agnew was shot in his front yard last November. People in the community came out to support him and others killed by gun violence.
We can accomplish a lot individually, but we can accomplish more together. This is a big issue that needs community cooperation and togetherness.
Community members say they will continue to stand up against gun violence until there's change.
Your time right now is 6:08 this morning. A health alert to tell you about. The CDC issued a list of recommended routine shots for kids and adults. That list now includes the COVID vaccine. The list for 2023 also includes shots for the flu, measles, mumps, and polio. This announcement won't immediately change school policies. The CDC does not have the authority to mandate vaccines. That decision is left up to states and local jurisdictions. Meantime, the University of Maryland says it will no longer require proof of a COVID vaccine. UMD's Health Center says that most of the population has reached a sufficient level of immunity. The school does still strongly recommend getting vaccinated.
If you live in Hagerstown, driving is your only option right now to get from Western Maryland cities to D.C. But soon, the 70-mile trip could be taken on a train. The Maryland Transit Administration is working to add a MARC train station in Hagerstown. Now, it'll take people directly from the nation's capital and connect them to stations here. Senator Paul Quarterman is working on the project, and he says he wants feedback from commuters.
The MTA's put out a survey in regards to some of the connectivity. They put out a map showing 3 different kind of possible opportunities that they see that would be feasible to connect, particularly Hagerstown, to the Brunswick line.
Once that survey is done, the Maryland Transit Administration will submit the study to the General Assembly for further review.
And in the district, all local laws still have to get the stamp of approval from Congress. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is now renewing a push for statehood. This comes after a Republican-led House of Representatives voted to prevent a pair of local D.C. bills from taking effect. One of those bills would allow non-U.S. citizens to vote. Another would have updated D.C.'s criminal code for the first time in more than 100 years. Among other things, that proposal would reduce penalties for crimes like carjackings and burglaries. And in response to the bills being shot down, Mayor Bowser said, quote, members of Congress, regardless of party, should not be meddling in D.C.'s local matters.
All right.